Listen, I'm just going to jump right into it because we are almost done with the first week of 2026, excuse me. I still got to get used to saying 2026, but we are in the new year. We have started off with a bang, and we're going to continue that way. We're going to continue that way, and there are people that you cannot afford to have in your life in 2026. You just can't. And you got to dump them right now. It's going to cost you too much to have them in your life. Now, if they were there 2025 and before, we get it. We get it. But this is a whole new groove. This is a whole new trajectory. This is a whole new mindset. We are not playing any games going into this new era. And so with that being said, anybody in your, and I'm just going to say your past life, because we're in a new year. Anything before today was your past life, right? Anything before, even if it was yesterday, that's still your past life, right? So you can wake up today and say, okay, today is my start over. You cannot afford to have negative people in your life. I'm just saying, you cannot afford to have negative people in your life, period. It will cost you too much. And if your 2026, if you have started off with your goals in mind, you've got your plan, you've got things laid out, you know exactly what you need to do. And even if you don't know exactly what it is that you're supposed, even if you don't have your plan all the way zipped up, sewed up, tied up, even if you don't have all of those things in place, what we do know is that having negative people attached to you, negative things, negative vibes, it will derail the mission. It will derail the mission. And what happens when the mission gets derailed? Now you have to start over. And we're tired of starting over, right? Right? We're tired of starting over, right? Sometimes it's necessary. But there are times when we can do something about things before they compound. One thing we can do is to make sure we regulate the energy that's around us. Make sure you regulate the people that are around you. Make sure you regulate the influence that you have coming in. Because if you let it in, if you give it permission to come in, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you. So in 2026, you can't afford, if there were any negative people in your life or around you in any kind of way, 2025 and past that, it's time to dump them. And that might sound harsh. It might sound like you're just gonna go whoosh. But yes, you are. And it is harsh, but it's reality. It's reality. If you've got any negative people, and it doesn't matter who it is, it could be family. If they are negative, you've got to distance yourself. Because the energy, the vibe, everything that you're creating for your life going forward, you cannot afford to have people in your life that will derail the mission. And when people come in and they affect your energy, they affect your vibe, they affect how you feel, they affect how you do things, if you let them, it's going to cost you so much. Again, you may have to start over if you allow people in your space and in your life that don't believe in you, have negative things to say about what you're doing. And even sometimes these people go to the extent of sabotaging you. They will go to the extent of sabotaging you because for whatever reason, they don't believe the trajectory that you're on. They don't align with it. It's not for them. It may not be their season. It may not be the time that they're in. You may not be showing up the way they want you to show up. They may need all of your time and energy, but you're putting it in to these projects, to these goals, to these dreams, and they want you to choose either that or this. And I'm here to tell you, if you have people in your life like that, dump them now. Dump them now. Don't wait. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Dump them now. Get them out of your space. Get them out of your life, because in 2026, you can't afford to have people like that in your space. You can't. You can't. You just cannot. Because again, they will derail your progress. They don't align with the energy. Think about it. If you're positive, and we're not talking about, toxic positivity. Thank you. We're not talking about toxic positivity. We're not talking about fake it till you make it. We're not talking about pretending that you're happy when you're not. We're not talking about showing up inauthentically. We're talking about when you show up your true authentic self and you're dialed in. You've got that red eye on the, you got the scope on it. You've got that red beam pointed at the goal. And you can see it clearly. You can't afford to have people in your life who come along and want to take your eye off the prize. You cannot. You cannot. Because again, they may not be aligned with where you're going. You can't take everybody with you. And we're guilty of that. We're guilty of wanting to take everyone we love, and that everyone we have in our family, and everyone we have in our space, and everyone we have in our friend groups, and everyone we have in our association. We want to take them with us. We want to get to this mountaintop together. And that's great. That's great. It sounds amazing, but it's not reality. It's not reality because everybody is not in the same place that you are. And again, if people are wanting you to choose, if they're saying you're putting too much time and putting too much energy into these things and you're not, and you have to choose, because what you don't want to do is live a life of regret. What you don't want to do is get to a certain age and say, I wish I had done. What you don't want to do is get to a certain place and say, I fumbled the bag. I fumbled the ball. I gave up too soon. I didn't stick it out. I quit. You don't want to get to that space. So with that being said, if that happens, what it has done is it has cost you your dreams. It has cost you years. It has cost you happiness. It has cost you peace. Because, hey, you might still be kicking it around. You might still be living. You might still be amongst the people who love you so much. You might be able to show up for all their stuff, but you don't feel whole. You don't feel fulfilled. You are not internally satisfied or happy. That does not look like peace. It doesn't look like peace. It looks like a compromise that costs you too much. So if you have people in your life who are negative, don't believe, want to degrade you for sticking it out or take you off of your focus and all of those things, dump them now. Get rid of them right now. These people you cannot afford to have in your life or your space in 2026. This era is too important for you to let somebody else fumble it for you. Okay? All right, we got it? Yes. We got it. We are dumping them right now. And it doesn't matter how long they've been in your life. It doesn't matter if it's family. And I get it. I get it. That's hard. That's hard to do. You can still love them from a distance. You don't have to love them up close and personal. You can love them from a distance. You can love your friends from a distance. You can have people that are still in your life, but you're not in contact or connection every single day, every single moment, all day, every day, because again, it may cost you everything. It may cost you everything. And we're not going into this next era in a deficit. So if you've got negative people hooked to the caboose of this thing called life and this dream that you've got to dump them at the next stop. You've got to dump them right now. Because it'll cost you. It'll cost you too much. It'll cost you too much. And that's a price that we want to stop paying. Okay? So I love you guys. Make sure you hit subscribe on your way out to get more tips and information about reinventing your life at any age and at any stage. We are motivating with love. We are instigating people towards change with love. We are moving towards our goals and our dreams with love. We are reinventing our lives, ourselves, at any age and at any stage with love. So even when you dump the people that you need to get rid of, you're going to do it with love. All right, y'all. Until the next video, it's your girl Felicia, and I'm out.